dream drop in this
We're
distance.
dream dropping that distance, bro. Yo, bro, you dream drop that distance.
Yo. Here's another save.
Wow. It's just as savical as I remember.
It's so savical.
You know?
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Don't you know, bro?
Dude,
what's this bargain today?
So I worked with someone who's Canadian.
Eh?
And he literally never says A. I've never been more disappointed in my life.
Oh, so what you're telling me, Chris, is everything's a lie?
Yeah, it's all a lie. I don't know who started it, but it's all bullshit. They never say A.
Eh.
It's also possible he's just not part of the area of Canada where they say A. Which I also think is just a lie. I'm pretty sure there's no part of Canada where they say A.
Eh. Wants to know?
See, I wonder if that was like an old thing that they just don't do anymore. Kind of like how the Boston accent is like slowly dying in New England. Like it was a thing that everyone did, and now we're at the point where like if you run into someone who does like a hardcore Boston accent, you're like, whoa.
So I know this guy, right? And he born and raised in Massachusetts.
Yep.
But he's also spent time in, I want to say like Virginia or one of those, like a southern state, not Virginia, one of the actual southern states.
Yeah, like
so
his
accent is like a mix between southern and Bostonian, and it's the weirdest, and it sounds good. It actually sounds pretty good.
Interesting.
Which I'm like, I did not expect that. So it's kind of funny to me.
I guess they don't overlap too much. One of them doesn't use R's, and the other one elongates L's. So I guess it would work.
It's really weird because I was like, I wasn't expecting that.
Why was that trapdoor? Oh, it's a oh my god, it's a fucking hanging thing.
Yeah.
Put that in my fucking Disney game.
Yeah, I just came to that realization myself.
That
Chris.
moment of like, was this just a random trapdoor here? For no, oh, it's a it's a fucking noose.
Oh no.
Oh.
The gypsies who live in the fucking graveyard, I guess.
That's where they hung the gypsies. I like that Esmeralda's just hanging out by it, by the way. She's just like, you know, really taking it all in.
Yeah. Like you do.
We've all been there.
Thunderdash. Oh, cool.
I too walk around at the ghettos at night and take it all in, going, this is how I'll die someday. Yep. I'm feeling it.
Thunderdash. Is that Riku? I think that's... Or... Oh, no, that's an actual move. Not of that. Okay.
Not of that.
Not of that. That's a real move. Because you never know when these things are coming out and like what's going on with the existence. It's pain.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what Esmeralda has to say.
Quasimodo, what are you doing here?
Phoebus and I came to warn you. Frollo's on his way.
To rape and or murder you. We're really not sure. His song was not... it didn't really establish which.
A bit of both. A bit of both.
Dear Quasimodo, I always knew you would someday be of use to me.
Huh?
Oh, no.
Now he's gonna rape or kill her. We're not sure yet.
Rape and or, thank you. Kill her. It's not very clear in the song.
Yeah.
There'll be a bonfire in the square.
Ah, yes, I see. We're starting with rape and going with kill. It's bad when you do it out of order.
And then you're into other things.
I won't let you do this.
Thanks, Sora.
Oh, he's a nobody or something like that. Or he's just fucking bad at his job.
You know, he's supposed to be religious, but he literally aligned himself with demons to capture her.
Yeah, when you think about it, it doesn't really make much sense.
I guess you could argue that those demons are angels, though, because no one's ever seen an angel, therefore, you know, you don't know what they look like. Maybe they look like six-legged cat demons.
Yeah, you're right.
Just, you know, and sometimes that's how it is.
Esmeralda! Phoebus!
Listen, man, I've seen the high angels. I know they look like giant spinning wheels with eyeballs on them. If you tell me that's not a demon, then I don't know what to tell you, man.
Too true. Too true. Bonfire. Bonfire.
Bonfire.
I don't think it's just her she's on fire. I think it's the whole city. That's the only way that would be a...
Oh, fun fact. Did you know that during the Salem witch trials, not a single person was actually burned at the stake?
Yes. They were all crushed to death by stones.
No, only one person was crushed to death by stones.
And he was a badass.
Yeah, and he was a badass.
Are you a witch? More weight.
More weight.
Are you a witch? More weight.
This went on for 3 days, and then he died.
Yeah. Not because of the weight.
It was because of the weight. It did eventually become too much.
Now he throws her down.
Sanctuary. I don't know why he screams Sanctuary.
I don't know, but I feel like I should rewatch that movie at some point.
Why? You're literally seeing the cliff notes.
You're right.
This is literally what
That's
happens.
Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell.
Yeah. Like, literally, the movie boils down to...
Sanctuary! And then I think he falls and dies.
It's literally Quasimodo, good guy. Quasimodo, do good thing. Quasimodo, fall in love with Gypsy Girl. Gypsy Girl, go...
It's a war guile. It's not a gargoyle, it's a war guile, Chris.
Fantastic. And then Frodo tries to be, like, bad, and then he, like, falls off the fucking tower and perishes, I believe. Perishes.
Something like that.
And then the soldier's a good guy. Who does good guy things and then leaves with the gypsies because, I don't know,
He's a good
didn't
guy.
want to be a soldier anymore or something like that. Fuck it. It kind of comes out of nowhere.
Chris.
It's almost like Disney was like, oh, it's got to end with a romance. We can't make a Disney movie that doesn't end with a romance. And he's like, well, she can't go with Quasimodo. He's
something.
And then they're just like, we'll just give it to the knight. And it's like, that doesn't make any
doesn't
sense.
make
I'm like,
sense.
shut up. Disney writing is not always good.
Correct.
I don't care what Disney fanatics say.
Yeah, especially because their theme parks keep getting worse and worse.
Oh,
They're raising the prices again and again.
and they're adding nothing to them.
Yeah.
I mean, they gotta make up all that fucking, pandemic money back. That's what they gotta make that money back, dude.
Yeah.
They weren't making money when people were in the pandemic.
Dude, I don't know what we're doing here, but it looks like it's gonna be badass. Oh, okay, cool.
You turned yourself into a bullet bill.
Yeah, that did work, Chris.
It didn't get to the first place, but it sure did get pretty close.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
That was like my favorite thing was I would like hang out in like 6th, 7th place to like guarantee my odds of a bullet bill. And then like once I got the bullet bill, I would actually race back up to first place. And once I was in first place
yeah,
on bullet bill,
you have to.
I just get like an absurdly unnecessary lead.
That's how you play That's how you play Mario Party.
There's no
Or Mario Kart.
There's no one would be able to catch me.
That's my favorite thing to do. You just hang out in the back until you get like the broken ass items, and then race all the way to the front.
And then legitimately race after.
I should have known you'd risk your life to save that gypsy witch. Just as your own mother died in her pitiful attempt to save you.
What?
What?
Now, I'm going to do what I should have done 20 years ago.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I hadn't considered that I might be the one falling to my death.
Hold on!
Wake up, you big l-
And he shall smite the wicked and plunge them into the fiery pit forever.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, that one's alive for some reason. Just that one specifically.
I think it was to establish that like he'd like fallen from religion or something.
Yeah,
I think.
that he's like the bad guy.
Which, based off of this time period and the fact that the only book would have been the Old Testament, I think that's bullshit. I'm pretty sure he would have been totally in God's favor by this point.
Is that what happened? She's trying to hold him, he falls, and then the guy knight saves him?
Yeah, the knight saves him.
Okay. I forgot that.
But she can't hold him with her tiny, frail, about to be executed arms.
He's like humongous.
Like, she's a malnourished gypsy, not a fucking...
not a strong soldier man.
Yeah, come on.
And now you two be friends.
And now Quasimodo's like, and then you two fuck. It was in my fanfic I wrote.
Yeah, it's right here.
It's a weird movie.
Yes,
there's
it is.
There's a reason why people don't talk about The Hunchback of Notre Dame anymore. It's because it was a weird movie.
They're remaking it.
Of course they are.
I don't know if they are.
Oh, great. I wouldn't be surprised, that's for sure. I love that she's like, can I get my fucking clothes back and not be wearing the smark with a fucking rope?
Nope. I did a good job.
Quasimodo, you can't let your heart be... I know. I can't blame Frollo for putting walls around me.
I can just live
Oh,
here
yeah.
forever.
Walls that were...
Oh yeah, this is like this is why like this movie is weird, because the end of the movie is his realization of like, people are going to treat me differently, but that's okay because I will excommunicate myself from society. And it's like, what the fuck is this moral?
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yes.
It's just like, it was not right for him to do that to me, but I'm going to do it to myself.
I mean, in all fairness, it's the most realistic Disney movie ever
True.
fucking made. But like, it's a weird Disney movie because the moral is so like grounded and not like insane.
Yeah.
Quasimodo let himself be trapped inside the nightmares Frollo gave him.
It's alright. God looks down and smiles upon you. He doesn't do anything, but he does smile.
It's
You again.
it's Ansem the
What are
Young.
you talking about?
Even if you are not the prisoner.
But Sora's like, wait a minute, what the fuck? It's evil Sora. Yo, you remember when Evil Sora was a thing?
Yep.
In Kingdom Hearts 1, I think? And
I
then
didn't even know that.
and then never again.
Ah.
When the fuck was Evil Sora? He showed up in one game. He was incredibly minor to the plot.
No, it was in Birth by Sleep, Chris.
Was it Birth by Sleep?
Yeah,
No,
it
it
was-
wasn't Birth by Sleep. That was the one with the three of them.
There was the three of them, and Ventus's evil clone was Sora.
Oh, that's right. That was the Evil Sora. It was actually Evil Ventus.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Kingdom Hearts lore is
Sure,
stupid.
we'll watch it. Oh, okay. We don't watch anything. We just read it.
Oh, Birth by Sleep. Oh, thank god. Now they're going to explain why Evil Ventus showed up for half a fucking minute. Did everyone get that?
Here,
Pause
I'll-
it if you don't.
I'll do it in bits. Because
Yeah.
we're not reading it.
I don't care. I'm gonna be honest.
We've already played
We
through
played
this
this
game.
whole game. If you want to see it,
Go watch it.
go watch it. Like, you can literally watch everything that's probably being explained to you here.
Yeah,
In
you
video
can.
format with us playing. Alright, yeah, you could literally go watch us. Like, we played this whole fucking thing. I like that the image changes when you get past a certain
Certain
part of
text
Sora.
boxes? I'm liking
like a
that.
little
That's
bit
cool.
of
Oh,
extra-
it's young
this
Sora
is-
and Riku.
She didn't give her powers to either of them,
Oh,
but
she
she
gave
did
them
meet
to Kairi.
them. She did meet them.
Ventus discovered his own. And with Master Xehanort, the power connected to the X-Blade!
Key, Barrick.
Oh, sorry.
That's the key
Oh,
symbol.
and then they all became the power of friendship.
There was no power of friendship in that entire fucking game. I don't care what they fucking say.
Yeah.
There was no...
Led by destiny, all three of them came together, Chris.
There was no friendship. They literally let each other be sacrificed. Especially in Aqua.
Yeah, and King Mickey's just over here being like, I'm doing good, guys!
Aqua falls to the dark side, but honestly, like... Aqua going to the dark side feels incredibly justified by the end of that game. Because I would argue that her fucking entire fucking romp through that game was horrendous.
It was just her just trying to do her thing, and everybody else is just like, I'm not gonna pay you going good.
She kept siding with the wrong people. And at the end, Terra was the only one who ended up being half decent. We're going to Tron, boys. We're going into the digital world.
Digimon.
When are we gonna have our crossover with Digimon? Oh, right, wrong P.
Wrong IP, yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah, wrong P. Dude, Tron, hear me out. Tron Digimon crossover, though,
Absolutely.
would be so dope. My favorite part about Digimon is the fact that it's had two separate card games and neither of them have caught on.
Yeah, I was walking around the store and I was just like, oh, it's a Digimon.
I hear the new one's better than the original,
I was
though.
gonna pick some up, Chris, so we could play it together. But then I went, I don't want to spend money on this.
Dude, you want to know? Okay, there's only one rejuvenated like card game, and it's not even really a card game in the literal sense that I feel like has been like a vast improvement from the original, and that was the fucking Bakugan card game. Speaking of which, I have Bakugan for the Wii and the PlayStation 2, and we should play, and the DS, and we should play it.
You should play all of them, Chris.
They made one Digimon game, and I own that one Digimon game for 3 separate consoles because I have no idea. But we should definitely play it because it's weird. But I want to play it just so I can explain how bad the fucking Bakugan card game is.
Absolutely.
It is fucking horrendous. Like, the OG Bakugan card game is horrendous.
I bet.
It is... And I get the idea was probably that it was, like, more skill-based than card-based, because it was, like, if you miss your shot, then, like, you just suck and your opponent gets another turn.
Yeah.
Which makes sense until you realize that, like, the best way to play Bakugan makes no fucking sense. So, let me explain this, actually. So, OG Bakugan, you had 3 Bakugan, right? And your opponent had 3 Bakugan, although there was, like, an advanced version of the rule set where you could have 6.
Okay.
But, like, 3v3 was, like, the typical way you played it. Especially if you were poor.
Which was most kids.
Yeah, pretty much. It came out in 2008. There was a recession going on. Everyone in America was poor. So, what would happen is you put a card down, and your opponent would put a card down, and those were your flip gates. And you would shoot a Bakugan onto it, and if 2 Bakugan landed on the same card, they do battle, the card would flip, and whatever stat bonuses were on that card would take effect.
Hold on a minute. There's a Tron going on.
There is a Tron going on.
Oh, the back of his disc is the Keyblade symbol.
This outfit.
Yes.
Hey, I know where I am.
I don't.
I've been here before. I don't remember seeing that, though.
Whoa! What is that?
Hey, I was right. Oh, yeah, that's
Don't
right.
run away from the chest.
This game came out after the Tron movie came out, so this is the updated Tron.
It
not
is
the
going to be the
original Tron.
updated Tron, I
I
think.
was like, why isn't that gate thing just a giant red blob of energy? Oh, it's because this is based off the movie, and not the original movie.
The grid.
Welcome to
The grid is on fire.
The grid is also what the Power Rangers used to transform.
Oh, dude. I gotta decipher the code.
It's sick. It says destruct.
I gotta malfunction your opponents and malfunction the environment. Whatever that means. Tell me more about Bakugan.
Yeah, so you would put a gate down, and your opponent would put a gate down, and then you would shoot Bakugan. And you would take a turn, and you'd shoot the Bakugan to land on your card, obviously because your card had the advantage.
Of course.
Because obviously you were going to play a fucking gate card that would give you, like, huge stat boost to what you're playing. And then your opponent would pick their Bakugan, and they'd shoot their Bakugan. And obviously they would want to shoot it on their card, because their card would have the advantage. Except Bakugan is stupid. So, what would happen is, if they shot it onto their card, and then you would get your next turn, and you would shoot it onto your own card. Because if your Bakugan, and if you have 2 Bakugan on the same card, you automatically win that gate. So you would win a gate, and then your opponent would automatically shoot on their gate on their turn, and automatically win their gate. So essentially, whoever went first would win no matter what.
Well, yes.
Period. Because they would get 3 card gates won first. Because you had to win 3 card gates to win. So whoever went first was guaranteed to win unless they missed a shot. Or your opponent would have to then battle you on your gate, which was probably most likely and really likely going to be completely to your advantage in every single way, which would then make you win anyway. So literally whoever went first would just win every single time. And it was absolutely garbage. It was the worst card game I ever played. And then they had to fix it by releasing card gates with effects on them and hand cards so that you could play from your hand to counter the abilities. Because that was the only way to not guarantee player 1 would win, and they didn't introduce that until, like, set 2 of the fucking game. And by that point, the game was dead. It was already dead. It was fucking garbage.
Well, yeah.
They had to completely change the rules of the game, and I mean completely change the rules of the game to, like, the advanced training set, which involved way more like trick shotting and placing cards to block your opponent's shots with gates and shit. And you could
Holy shit, this just drops me right where I dropped, which was in the middle of combat.
Yeah. And then
That's crazy.
like the only thing redeeming about it is they added a style of Bakugan which ended up being the only legitimate way to play it in my opinion, called Trick. Which was the idea that you could, like, trick shot Bakugan, like, around shots and, like, off walls and shit. And if you, like, hit an opponent's Bakugan so fucking hard that you knock them off the card, that was a guaranteed victory for you. And that was, like, the only way to play Bakugan, was to fucking shoot your stupid orb as hard as shit at your opponents to knock them off their own gate card. It was the only way you could be like, alright, player 1 doesn't automatically win the fucking game. That was the only way.
Of course, I'd expect nothing less.
And also, the Bakugan would print with, like, random stats. So you could have the same Bakugan of the same attribute and the same type and the same exact one in every single way.
Better.
But one would be, like, 100 attack and the other one would be, like, 500 attack.
What? And it was just the cards they print for the Bakugan?
Yeah. And, like, yeah, because the points on the fucking things were randomly printed onto the Bakugan.
That's ridiculous.
So, like... So I have Bakugan that have 100 G, which is their attack stat is G for some fucking reason.
Well, yeah.
And then I have one that's literally 420 G. And I just...
Why?
Fuck it.
Why?
And that's my automatic win Bakugan. I play that one when I just want to win.
Why?
And there's no rhyme or reason to it. I have, like... See, a lot of them have the same. A lot of them have, like, 100, 150 from, like, the earlier sets. But as the sets, like, got newer and they reprint the older ones, they would increase their stats to be on the line with the power creep of the game. So literally, like, you'd have the same Bakugan, but it would have, like, 200 more attack for no fucking reason. And you'd be like, yo, what the fuck is this shit?
I expected nothing less from a busted old card game.
Oh my god.
So Chris, what you're telling me is we should get this and play it on.
Oh no, we can play it. But hold on, let me grab something to show Derek.
Okay, he's grabbing something. Excellent. Oh, he's
I
pulling
don't have Bakugan, Derek. I have Bakugan fucking tins. I really liked Bakugan, even though it was a garbage card game. I have enough for us to play fucking Bakugan.
The whole deck?
I have enough of us to play fucking Bakugan,
multiple
my
things.
dude. I have probably...
I think we need to. Dude, you can smell that plastic on there, too.
Oh yeah, it smells like plastic. I have probably, hold on, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. For some reason, these hold 9 per thing.
Well, of course, you have to be able to fit the cards in there, Chris, too.
So I have like 18 plus 2 would be 20 plus 2 would be 20, 2, 24. I got 26.
Okay, we're doing it.
I got 26, and I have 3 Trap Bakugan. Here's another stupid. They needed to add Trap Bakugan, which would add you, like, bonus points and shit for when you were really fucked. You could just, like, you'd hold them waist height and just drop their ass onto the card, and if they stuck, then you would get bonus shit. And I don't even know what the bonuses are, because I never looked it up, and these don't have any stats actually printed on the Bakugan. You're just supposed to know what they do. Bakugan was horribly constructed. The OG Bakugan was garbage.
They remade that, right?
Yeah,
they
rebooted it, and the reboot is like an actual legitimate fucking card game that makes sense and has like actual structure to it. But like,
but we want to play OG.
OG Bakugan is way more nostalgic because it's what I played and grew up watching.
And it's way more busted.
And it is absolutely atrocious. Yeah, like...
I'd expect nothing less.
Like, where's my fucking... I have one card that exists solely for, like, my dumb fucking bullshit. Yeah, this one. Here's exactly what I'm talking about. Even the cards aren't, like, the same. Here's Fear the Reaper. I have 2 Fear the Reaper cards. One of them having 200 push, and the other one having 250 push, and one of them giving 250 to rock, and the other one giving 300 to rock, while giving minus 100 and plus 50 for green, and they're the exact same fucking card.
Same guy.
Same guy, same
One
cards,
seems
same
drastically
text.
better than the other. Like this guy's, even though this number is lower, all these numbers over here, they're better on the most part.
Yeah, it is so stupid.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was a terrible card game, needless to say. Absolutely one of the
I
worst
love
card
it.
games I've ever played. It's a ton of
I
fun.
didn't check. I didn't realize the time.
Well, alright. And with that, though, we'll have to talk about Bakugan in the next episode. I don't know, maybe. We'll see you guys then. Peace.